Getting ready for the start of the preseason. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for the visiting Wizards. No Bradley Beal, no Rassel Uwestbrook. You're not alone, partner. And this season, it is start of the season here in Brooklyn. Neto's floater will drop. He snares the rebound. Here's Durant to the rim, powers it down. Have both talked about him playing all 5 positions as Jordan.
Straight line drive, the ability to get to the rim with ease. You see his movements. That's something that, of course, you know, for
cutting through and banking it home. Beautifully done by Kyrie Irving.
Level of skill, and we're seeing that, and that is because of the effort and the time he's put into his craft.
There's the rookie Avdia around what Irving and Durant can do. As that of basketball, and you feel that day in, day out as far as competing goes on the practice floor as Hachimura.
When it comes to not just, you know, the first game or the opening of the season, but when you're midway through the year.
That looks like Durant.
You have these games. We're going to get back to your point. I keep thinking we're going to see a highlight play.
Well, every time shooting so far in this first. Hachimura got position on Dinwiddie.
About him, and you see it in his strength, and he's very fundamentally sound.
Irving puts it in.
He believes that every time he puts it up, regardless of the combinations and the things that Steve Nash wants to do with this offense.
Wagner gets loose for
working that pick and roll. You see the weak side cut.
Guys were used to playing in bigger arenas without a lot of fans. Irving a deep 3, and Kyrie.
Got a lot of it. The release, looking good.
Ian will join us on the pregame as well, so make sure you're locked into Yes's coverage for the opener on December.
And for all of these individuals to be back on the floor.
Durant, one leg, sure. He on the floor in this first quarter, 6 of 8 from the line.
I feel like we're saying their names a lot.
That Twitter handle, Sarah, we've talked about this, where they have the synchronized movements that they'll post the little videos of. I think that the Torian Prince and Spencer Dinwiddie. Prince finds Shamit, you bet, on a 3.
Has spoken highly about, Steve Nash has spoken highly about.
Spencer Bonga, Mo Wagner, Matthews, and Robin Lopez on the floor for one. There from the rookie Perry, as the veteran Green hops back and hits the jumper. Sounded by Green. Good D there from Green, but a little too good. Dinwiddie accelerates, kicks, sets up Green all alone on a 3. A team shooting 73% from the floor.
And pointing to this end of the floor, the defensive end of the floor, the philosophies, the emphasis going into these games.
Matthews hits the jumper.
Miami, he put up 28 points.
Oh, Irving, beautifully done.
But what he did say, and you see some of this, he said just the fearlessness, the force, the strength.
Absolutely been dialed in this first half. Hachimura gets the space underneath. Talk about each other as brothers, but there is such a bond between them. And the Nets offense right now.
And then look at this. I see you, man. Gets it up the floor. Quick finish.
TLC played so well in the bubble for the Nets, as Bryant sticks the landing on a straight-on.
Yeah, it's, speaking to the media, it's collectively bargained. So both he and the Nets organization were each fine.
Through traffic, sets up Bryant on a 3, and Thomas Bryant.
Having players play multiple positions is communication.
Durant sticks the jumper away. Can't hit the jumper. Bonga keeps it alive. How about Avdia, the rookie? Avdia quickly up the floor, 1 second left, gets it off in time and puts it in. Nice finish to the half. 5 pick, and Washington felt very fortunate to get him at 9. Nice setup there from Neto. Another chance here for Washington. Hachimura left alone on the wing. We mentioned it before, but worth mentioning again. Caris LeVert not playing in this game for Brooklyn, has a bruise on his finger, but he's going to impact the game more when he has the ball in his hands and can orchestrate years and reps of seasoning. And now on a team with championship aspirations, couldn't quite get it to Allen, had him set up. Bonga in stride, late by Tyler Johnson coming up with a steal. Johnson acquitted himself very nicely in the bubble for Brooklyn. Shaman around the double screen, hits the three.
Not all, but some.
Neto, Wagner gets rejected by Allen.
I think we saw a clip the other day of Luke Walton having pulled down his mask over anyone.
Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, a combined 33 points long. Please make sure you're tuning in as Shamit leaves it short. Tyler Johnson quickly out of his hand. Producer Frank DeGrace, it may already have been in the works. As Prince hits the three.
Dealing with it, but in just also how the variation for those who did play in the bubble.
Wagner comes up with a C back in as well. Chioza wide open in the corner, hits the three. We saw it just before the stoppage, and then we saw it in the bubble as well. As Pasha sneaks, finishes on the follow.
Areas where players are focusing are areas that they have strengthened their game. You see that. Grady's been perfect, per the usual.
That's just what he knows. Chioza comes up with a steal. Chioza can't get it to drop. That jumper drops in if they wanted it. Chioza takes and hits. That heave won't go, and that will do it. The Nets